So yeah, this is where we're kind of just playing with them. Tryndamere is here. I think he does try to slow me at this point. It's kind of a weird play to slow me from that distance. He doesn't take very much damage, which is kind of interesting. He's actually going with a build that I've actually used. It's kind of so I'm familiar with his style. This is where I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but I just keep trying to outmaneuver him. One of the key things about Tryndamere to realize is that if you can outmaneuver him, you can burn his endless and really screw him up, which is what happens there. Oops, not really sure what I did there. Probably messed up the angles. Sorry about that. One of the cool things about the replay system is the fact that you can do that with the angles. Actually, I don't really like it like that. I kind of like it like that. It's probably good. It's not exactly correct, but it's pretty close. So there I tossed. I'm waiting for some health to come back. We get both, though, so it's not too bad. At this point, I'm pretty sure this is when the cat had disappeared. Yeah, the cat's out. I was wondering why she wasn't involved in this fight, but it's pretty obvious that something had gone wrong. So she's out of this fight. I'm going towards bottom. I don't have anything ready, so it's kind of a bad spot there. Let's see. So key point now. It's 4v5. We're up by 9 kills. I'm 5-5 and 10. So the only real threat on their team is actually the Tryndamere at this stage. And I'm just mopping some stuff up, getting ready for a major push. Let's see, I have 970. So yeah, I don't think I go. Oh, I do go back to buy some stuff real quick. I see that the Trundle just got in a really bad spot, and it's just there's nothing we can do about that. One of the bad things is that our Trundle got caught in a lot of situations he probably shouldn't have. Same with our Corki, he kind of excuse me, kind of fed a bit. And so that's sort of what's affecting us a bit. Let's see. So I'm trying to make a decision between going mid and going bottom. I decided to go to bottom because there's the majority of them there. And at mid there's only Tryndamere, which in a weird way was sort of a bad decision. But I figured that, we wouldn't have too many problems with this. So here's where things kind of go really bad. The Tryndamere sort of gets involved in a fight, or he sort of gets involved in a fight with the Corki, and I know that's immediately where they're all going to converge. So we see that. Oh god, that was a terrible miss. Didn't know the Corki missed that. So Jax is up here, and I think he tries to go for a push of some kind, but enough of our team is there. I go to bottom to clean up bottom. Yeah, our Fiddle's just racking kills pretty easily. And here is sort of where things get really interesting. So I realize I'm about 2 levels below the Tryndamere, and I have 2 armor items, 3 if you count the Dorn Shield, but I don't really count it too much. Count it for very much, but looking at it here, we've got a decent amount of armor. I take 67% reduced damage, but ideally what I really need here is a Thorn Mails, because that'll definitely return the damage. And then this is the part where it's kind of weird. Basically, my issue is I'm constantly defending. So one of the big things is is our Trundle, for some reason, he doesn't quite react fast enough to a lot of situations, and it sort of puts us in a bad spot. I'm trying to see where the Corki's going to keep and try to slow him down a bit. So they net that one. I move towards the Cho'Gath. I put the Cho'Gath down, and I realized it's a big deal because Cat's one of our major damagers, but the other thing is she's also a carry. By not having a carry in the game, and having less kill-dependent characters playing, it wasn't so bad because, she was doing reasonably well, I guess, but I don't know. Here I sort of get in their way to block her out, to keep her from getting killed. Here's where we kill the, what's it called? The Swain by just putting damage. I'm not really sure what the Trundle was trying to do here. Like, I assume, so he takes down the Cho'Gath, but the Cho'Gath has, what's it called? So it was kind of a bad play there. I'm spinning to just deal damage. I whip a thing at Shaco, take him out. And yeah, we make the play there. I bail because obviously there's no point in continuing on. And I start going towards the turret. Of course, our Corki manages to get the kill there. Not really sure how much he really needed it, but I'm pushing it this time, trying to make sure that I can get something going. The team's taking a bit longer to get there. I realize I have to get out because, well, I can't deal with it. At this point, my CC reduction's at 3. Let's see. 7 AP. Not really sure how I got more. I guess I get AP per level at some point or something. Plus 7 AP. Yeah, I don't know. I now have 7 AP somehow, magically. But anyway. So now I do 71 damage. But the big thing is the CC reduction by 25% is really handy. Here's where I just really quick make an easy push, taking this out. And we kind of do this sort of thing the entire game, where we kind of get these light, quick pushes on things and just take out single turrets really fast. That was a good block off. You know, and it gives sight in the bush, which was kind of handy. Here's where things kind of get really interesting, and because we have a Trundle here who very low, probably in a bad spot. So I'm spinning, trying to see what I can do. Decide that we cannot really kill the what's it called? And he... Alright, here's where we see the Shaco and we realize that we have to get back in this. Unfortunately, I had already ported out, couldn't unport, which was kind of frustrating. Oh, here's where he just kills him, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Oh, yeah, as a bad point, the, Oh, right, yeah, I'm gonna kill the, Tryndamere with, a bunch of, and he's got both buffs, so now I'm double buffed, which in a weird way was kind of retarded and didn't really help me in any way. Because I'm not mana based, but the cooldown reduction's kind of nice. It means my ult comes back really, really fast, but it wasn't super necessary. I have to, can't remember if I go back here. I think oh no, I don't. I realize that he's taking it, and that's why I cancel and start walking toward it. So they're stacking at mid, and I have the buff, so I figure it's okay to go in. Oh, or maybe, oh right, I think I type here that I need to shop, because at this stage I've got more than enough money to buy the stuff that I really want. I've got a Sunfire Cape now, which is really going to help my damage in team fights. Because one of the big things about Mundo and Sunfire Cape is, if you're spinning with your Burning Agony, you're doing a little bit of magic damage per second. And then you're also going to have on top of that the Sunfire Cape, which is handy. So I'm doing, what was that? 87 plus 40. That's 127 damage every second, which is overall a good play. Oh, this is where things kind of get really messed up. We might be able to net some extra kills here. Unfortunately, our Corki's really bad, and he misses a lot of things, which sort of sucks for us. And here's where things get really interesting. I'm sort of screwed here if I don't get away. I just get away. I start ulting. Our Corki, I can't remember if he died. Oh yeah, he decides to give up a death to the turret to get away. I was watching that, unfortunately. I probably should have kept moving, but it was a funny moment. So I start walking away. That was kind of a nice play there. I'm pretty sure, just enough money to, let's see. I actually want to buy, yeah, I have just enough money for the thorn mails. A little bit extra on the side, but basically I realized this is the nice, a good point for us to take. You know, get the thorn mails so that we can, so that I can actually survive the Tryndamere, or at least return a portion of the damage back. So when he crits, you know, he doesn't just completely only get damage off on me. He's actually also taking some damage. You know, and so at this stage, the Tryndamere's, you know, basically become their carry, and he's sort of getting ready to finish off his build, I'm pretty sure. I'll actually see it in a second, because I'm pretty sure he's one of the pushers. Here you see both the Shaco and his copy come in. I don't really have to fear the copy, because the copy doesn't really do enough damage. One of the key things to watch in this game is the fact that the Cho'Gath misses a large portion of his Qs. It got to the point where I almost didn't have to do anything to dodge them. 9 times out of 10, I could just make plays, and it didn't even matter. So, key thing here, he has a stun saved up. Pretty sure he tries for a stun. No, we get him anyway. And the other thing, so one of the dangers with playing with a Shaco is you can't always get jumps on people when you know that there might still be a Shaco alive, and that's part of the reason why he gets banned a lot in ranked. And I think the reason one of their guys picked Shaco is so that, you know, to create a situation where we weren't able to play that sort of character, except that it really didn't matter in this particular game. So here we're just throwing down. We take this turret, and we continue to push. I can't remember if we also, I think we also get this other turret as well, because Tryndamere is here. But I think, no, he gets away from the Trundle. And I don't really know why the Trundle kept chasing for the most part, but it was okay. We got away. We got away with something with the turret, and it wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, we see this turret here. I think Corky says he's going for. I mean, either there. Oh no, we just lose this turret. Unfortunately, it's really low. So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, creep push is really hurting us, and I mean that tends to happen in games like this when you've only got 4 people. You don't have enough people to cover all the sides. The other thing is our team didn't really run a lot of teleports. You know, we have a lot of flash, a lot of ghost, a lot of exhaust, and honestly, it can kind of matter in certain games. You know, if you have the ability to get around. Oh, there you see me snap right into the snare. Nice thing is the snare doesn't really do that much damage to me. I'm starting to work towards Force of Nature. I already have a lot of magic resist in general, but the Force of Nature is really handy on Mundo. It's considered, to me, it's probably his best item, the best item to have on him if you can get the chance to take it, because it gives him a lot of regen, and it overall just makes him a lot stronger in fights, because he just will not go down. And so here's an interesting point. So everyone's saying let's push bottom. I realize that's what's going on, and so I kind of make a bad play here, and I probably should not have done that. But you know, I realize what's going on, so I immediately start bailing away. And I realize that our what's it called, attacking a copy. Probably the worst decision he could make is fighting a copy. But you know what? We still net the kill there. I think we start a push here, which is sort of a nice moment, where we just kind of throw a little bit of damage here and there. You know, their damage output isn't high enough that it really scares us.